Good evening and welcome to another not very well scheduled Salliekat streams Avernum. Okay, I actually do remember what I was doing last time, but partly to reacquaint myself and partly to fill time while I wait for people to show up in chat. Let's take a look at my characters and see what I got to work with. Okay, McGrath has a few skill points. Not really enough to bump priest spells or intelligence. Githa I did get up to int of 4. Okay, Githa has a better chance of resisting getting charmed by gremlins, but could use a little more work. Yeah. And do I have any items that need to be sold off? I don't think so. What I am thinking is I am so underwhelmed by how Githa's javelins have been doing. I think I might give her a little more training in archery instead and just give her the crossbow. Oh, hi Garnet. Cat just jumped up into my lap. Yeah, because she doesn't have as much training in bows as thrown, but her base dexterity does give her a little bit to work with here. That's right, Garnet. Okay, so I just got the usual stuff here. Since Githa is my dex warrior and Jay is my strength warrior at the moment, switching Githa from javelins to crossbow shouldn't be too hard. Anyway, let's explore Fort Emerald, since I'm right here. Aha! When the guards see that you're human, they open the portcullis to let you through. Very good. I couldn't remember if I could actually get in on this end. But first, let's try looting some corpses. That one is not lootable. Okay. Okay, nothing hiding over there. That one was a spellcaster. I could have sworn that at least one of these corpses would have had something more than just clothes. Whatever. Anyway. You are a mage. You look interesting. You meet a young mage with a pointed black beard and an arrogant expression. He's inspecting a magic barrier. When he sees you, he says, "Oh, adventurers. Wonderful. Did you create those barriers?" He smirks. Most of them. Usually I use my considerable talents to teach the sliths who come here a lesson. I'm one of the mages of this fort. And what lesson is that? I come from the Tower of Magi. I am here to help demonstrate our power. The lesson is directed, of course, not only to the sliths, but to the humans that rely on us. His eyes glint with arrogance. I see. Are barriers your specialty? No, but my job is to strengthen these barriers. Sometimes I dispel one and create it anew. We can't always rebuild the walls between attacks. Could you teach me how to manipulate barriers? He laughs at you. Often an upstart like you asks me to teach him how to dispel these barriers. He chortles. My response is always the same. It is our secret, not theirs. The tower chooses some spells to keep for itself. Sure. Also, in The Avernum games, I think we can learn to dispel barriers, we cannot learn to create them. Not a huge deal, but sometimes it's kind of nice to be able to create your own barrier to fence something in. You will learn no such secrets from me. The secrets of dispelling barriers are very precious. That fool Meyerwin at Fort Dranlon disagrees with me. She's best ignored. You seem busy. Is there anything we could do for you? We elite wizards rarely need help from travelers such as yourselves. But in this instance, you might help me. There is someone I need to speak with. Her name is Elizabeth. I believe that she lives near Silvar, but I'm not sure. Tell her that I seek her out, and I will reward you. Okay, I will try to remember that. I want to say that Elizabeth is an innkeeper in Silvar, Kotra, Dovno, one of those. Okay, and I've exhausted your conversation. Anyone interesting in the inn? Yes, Eleanor. You meet a buxom lass with lush brown hair and a self-confident air. She's rather sweaty and dirty. She's been working almost continuously. What's your job here? She sighs. Nowadays, I cheerfully do whatever needs doing. But I used to be an actress. Actress? Where? In the surface world. You wouldn't have heard of me, but I was going places. She makes a grand wave of her arm. I commanded the stage. Well, sort of. Alas, at the height of my career, I chose to appear in the wrong play. It was a stirring portrayal of what happened to the first expedition the Empire sent down to Avernum. Unfortunately, although everyone knew about it, nobody was supposed to. The Empire gave us a speedy trial. Trial just for being in a play? Can you imagine? The Empire does one stupid thing, and stomps on everyone who mentions it. You see, everyone in the first group who Everyone in the first group who came down here died. Total disaster. I played Marianne, consort to Karzoth, the female lead. Karzoth. Dumb name, huh? It was what he went by, probably because his real name was Stinky or something. Or maybe Jeff. Ha ha ha. Anyway, he was the mighty leader. She strikes a heroic pose. Bearer of the royal seal and the mighty blade demon slayer. Anyway, he did something arrogant, got stupid, and died. Like the Empire someday, I hope. Royal seal, demon slayer, do you know where they are? She laughs. What do I look like, a sage? I was just in a play. I don't know anything about where the first expedition really ended up. What sort of things need doing around here? Repairing walls, repairing shields, bandaging when the priests are out of energy, trying to cheer people up when all seems lost, which is often. And do you have any other skills? Why, yes. I was a skilled dancer, and I knew a fair amount about gymnastics. I've heard of your many exploits, and I think some of my tricks and secrets could help you. A dancer? Aw, we have no need of such girlish tricks. Yeah, no, that's the dumb option. All right, go ahead, teach us. What else is there to lose? Okay, so for lots of money, I can improve gymnastics skill on one of my characters. Some of her techniques could, conceivably, make you more skilled in combat. Indeed, they can. But not today. And we have just exited the mess hall. Standard boring barracks. It's locked. There are several comfortable unused beds in this room. You could probably get a few hours of uninterrupted rest here if you wanted. Don't need that. Ah, this looks important. There is a pedestal in the center of this small room, surrounded by kneeling mats for meditation. Mounted on the pedestal is the largest emerald you've ever seen. It glows from within with a strange light. As you meditate, the glow of the emerald has a strange, energizing effect on you. Your spell points are restored. Or they would be if I had spent any. You stand up, alert and refreshed. Yeah, that is somewhat less important in this game than in Exile. An old woman with long, snowy white hair sits cross-legged on the floor in front of you. She's staring into a large, glowing emerald. She emits a long, world-weary sigh. Why are you staring into that emerald? To learn all I can. I defend and serve Avernum as best I can. I know something of your travels. We fight the same fight. We Magi keep track of events and significant visitors. Helps keep us all alive. Good point. What fight would that be? She smiles sadly and peers deeper into the huge gem. Against whoever is handy. I fight the Sliths, because we need to if we are to survive. Once, long ago, I fought demons. I prefer Sliths, even though their attacks are near constant. You may have heard of it. There was once a demon called Greyhoth. He lived in a fort beyond a sea of lava to the southeast. I was an apprentice then. We defeated and imprisoned him, and put him in a cave near the abyss. A well-guarded cave. The fort is still there, with some demons trapped in it forever. And there's treasure as well. Most of the fort was shattered when Greyhoth fell. Just a pool of lava and basalt rubble, she thinks. But one thing I remember. There was a body frozen in stasis. A man from the surface, wearing a royal seal of the Empire above. It was a horrid and bizarre sight. I'm glad we sealed the place up. That seal sounds useful, and has been mentioned by a few characters now. How can we enter this fort? You should speak with Roan and Patrick. They are two mighty wizards. They sealed up the fort. They're elsewhere in the Great Cave. Speak with them. What is this emerald? A powerful magical installation. When you stare into it and meditate, magical energy is rapidly restored. The magic is in its placement, though. If it is removed, the power will be gone. Sounds like the emerald is more of a focus for power in this particular spot, rather than having a whole lot of power on its own. Still good to have, though. Prison. Occupied by one Slith. There's a Slith in this cell. It paces sluggishly back and forth. Its skin doesn't have the normal healthy green color. Instead, it has a slightly bluish tinge. How were you captured? It turns to you. It's shivering slightly. You can tell that the cold-blooded creature is freezing. I fell in battle with your vicious captain. Now I wait to be avenged, warm blood. This, our leader, is mightier than all of you humans combined, it says in a weak voice. Our gods are mighty. Our ally is a being of devastation. His words ooze out, sibilant and deliberate. You are killing me slowly in this pit. Your deaths will bring heat to my spirit in the afterworld. It continues moving around, trying to keep warm. Who is your devastating ally? His forked tongue flickers out, and he hisses. We follow one of the lords of darkness. I myself have groveled at his feet. Soon he shall be free, and he will lead us to mastery over the caves. Okay then. Hey there, Yamama Nama. Yeah, I'm actually streaming at a reasonable time of day, not late-ass night. Oh my, that's a lot of blood. This must be an infirmary-type area. Nothing special up here. That person looks like a military captain type. You meet a serious-looking woman with long, curly brown hair and the smooth, sharp movements of a natural fighter. She paces the fort, surveying everything with a cool, analytical stare. She's a very small person, less than 5 feet tall, but the wicked axe hanging from her belt makes her seem much taller. I could ask, aren't you a little short for a commander? Aren't you a little talkative for a fool? She walks away, and the conversation ends. Good job. Are you in charge here? Yes, I'm the commander of Fort Emerald. It has not been easy. I defend against the raids, and send a few sorties out in return. I also have to keep an eye on Nass. Have there been many raids? Yes, they come fast and furious. First the ice lances, then the curses and slow spells, then the charge. Our north wall gets battered as fast as we can repair it, but we hang on. Also, little change here from the original game. In Exile, it was fireballs. In this one, it's ice lances. The Sliths have a fort to the north, and our mages often slip up to pump firestorms into it. We'll take it soon. When we do that, we'll have a straight shot at the island. The main Slith castle and their leader Sistis are on the island. It's to the east of their small fort to the north, and can only be reached by boat. We could win this war if we could just get a straight shot at that castle, and we will soon. And what is Nass? Town to the west, populated by friendly Sliths. She says the word friendly with a voice choked with derision. They say they hate the Sliths that attack us, but the Sliths only attack us, not them. Well, this fort guards against all Sliths. Maybe some of those bastards aren't twisted. I'll believe it when I see it. Okay then. Storage, keep out. But the door isn't locked, so keep out I shall not. Talking to Mo. The quartermaster of Fort Emerald is a balding, pudgy man. He moves crates of supplies around at an almost glacial pace. Why are you stacking crates? Huh? Oh, I'm the quartermaster. I keep track of the supplies. And stuff. Get stuff in. Hand it out. I hate it here. The constant attacks for starters. I was at Fort Remote. I liked it there. Then they transferred me. Far to the west. Most boring fort in Avernum. Guarding a bunch of empty tunnels. Well, almost empty. There's a big drake living in there. It never attacks, so we just wait. Much better than here. Here it's dangerous. Real dangerous. Could you sell us some of your supplies? Captain Scarlet would feed me to the Sliths if I sold any of her precious supplies to you lot. You'll have to fend for yourselves. Honestly fair. And if I say I need a place to rest, look around. I'm sure you can find some empty bunks you can rest in. Soldiers here get killed so quick, there's always an empty bed. Woof. And there are 2 rooms I haven't been in because of locked doors. I probably don't even need to use my unlock spell. I see bookshelves. Basic stuff. Basic stuff. And nothing. Possibly commander's quarters. Oh, there's a person in here. And the door is blocked by a dresser. Who are you, and why have you barricaded yourself in? Talking to Liaison Randall. A thin, nervous man cowers in the shadows. He jumps when he sees you. He stands up. I'm not hiding. I am the chief fort liaison for the castle. I travel to the different forts to see how the war goes, and report back to the castle. There are several. It keeps me busy. But this is the worst to visit. This and Fort Dranlon. I hate it. It terrifies me. The sound of the fireballs, the screams, the hisses, the smell of blood. He shudders. I write my reports and get back to the castle as soon as I can. Castle? The castle. What other castle is there? It's safe there. I like it. But then His Majesty always sends me out again, and again. His face is twitching. I'll be caught in an ambush and eaten one of these days. Oh, how I miss the surface. And then we get to ask a somewhat rude question. Why did you get cast down here? Probably would have been better to write that as, what do you miss on the surface, or what did you do on the surface? I was a messenger on the surface. The Empire kept the roads nice and orderly and safe. No Nephilim up there to kill you. Oh no, 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 no. They're all down here now, trying to kill me. I didn't appreciate how good things were up there. I didn't at all. Then I got a little drunk and shot my mouth off. I offended the wrong person, and now here I am. Oh, how I miss it up there. And I'll come out this end just to... Does the sign say anything interesting? No, it does not. Fort Emerald. Anyway, I will come out here just to complete my map. No hidden goodies outside the fort. Also, hi Ninja Magi. Sorry I didn't mention you earlier when you actually popped into chat. But now that I've finished dealing with Fort Emerald... Actually, I will come right back to this. I just noticed something. Sometimes when I reload a map square, it gives me something interesting. I see these little bits on the wall here that indicate a secret passage. Secret passage is full of horrible poison fungi. You look with disgust at the pools of slime and rotting vegetation heaped at the edge of this pool. It smells horrible. Then slowly at first, then much faster, the refuse begins to move. .22 damage. Yeah, I barely trained in it, and archery is already better than thrown weapons. There are games where thrown weapons might be good. This isn't really one of them. Also, ouch. But I can cast Fire Blast now. Need some curing. Better. What weapon does McGrath have? Just a regular steel longsword. I'm gonna swap that out for the icy one. Because I feel like McGrath has slightly more chance of going into melee than Esme does. Usually for Esme, bolt of fire is a better idea than running up and trying to stab an enemy. So yeah, little shortcut into the spree pits here. That may not be the entrance I want, actually. You are standing just outside a large stone fort, occupied by a large force of sliths. The sliths are not great builders. They stole this fortress from the humans who once lived here. This outpost has clearly received a severe battering, part physical, part magical. It's amazing it has stood as well as it has, considering the huge cracks running along its walls. The sliths are keeping the fort intact as best they can. The largest holes are plugged with magical barriers. But I do have the Dispel barrier. This corner of the fort has been shattered by a heavy fireball bombardment. The largest hole has been blocked by an uneven row of glowing magical barriers. Also, I still haven't been finding a whole lot of gloves, have I? Get Esme right up to the barriers. And destroy all of them. not going to use the iron javelins, I can probably sell them. Ah, cannot pick that lock. Okay, what do I want for priest spell here? I really miss having mass haste. Okay, where's the mage hiding? Possibly in there. Smite was going to affect the spirit there. Usually they're immune to cold damage. Okay, Slith Chief is pretty tough. Not quite as tough as me, of course. The leader of the Sliths garrisoned here was a mighty brute, bearing a spear 7 feet long. Impressive fellow, but not nearly impressive enough to save him from you. That's what I just said. Oh right, healing would have been a good idea there. Is it really worth using up my ammunition on giant lizards? I'm inclined to say no. Oh, he's a surprisingly tough snake. Asp, I guess. Slith spears, also good to sell. Lizard haunch. Who's keeping my food, anyway? Okay, Githa's got a lizard haunch, so she can take a couple more. Pardon the slip of the keyboard there. Ooh, wow. The iron halberd, for some reason, looks exactly the same as the spear, and is worth 10 times as much. Barriers be gone! Excuse me, I did not actually want to leave the map there. Ah, the barriers are back. I really haven't been using first aid that much. I rarely do when I have decent priest spells. Nothing that impressive. Esme does not actually have a metal helmet. I don't want to overload her too much. Mages need to not wear a lot of armor. Nice crit. Yeah, my halberd is still better. Poison potion, I will leave that. Ooh, iron greatsword. No, first aid is automatic in the remakes. It is not automatic in the original. In old Avernum, so to speak. I can have Magrat use a first aid ability once per day. And I have to specifically choose who to use it on, even. Oh, great. Get those healed for 3. Yeah, that would be why I never used first aid very much. Right, that... Ooh, broke my pick. Cannot open that door, so we have to find another way in somehow. Haha. Haha. Yeah, first aid is much better in the remakes. In a small stone box in the corner, you find a variety of maps. Most of them make little sense to you, but you can determine that there is a huge and important Slith castle on an island almost But you can determine that there is a huge and important Slith castle on an island almost due east from here, just like they told us in Fort Emerald. There isn't anything else interesting in the papers, so you leave them behind. You can, however, take the pouch of gems you find underneath the scrolls. Heck yes. Okay, and that is just the same door. And do I have any lockpicks left? I need to stop breaking those. I have one fine lockpick. Maybe I should, in fact, find some magic lockpicks at some point. They can't unlock every door, but they are unbreakable. Okay, that's that fort completed. And I have conveniently left the boat right here. Can't go up that way, there's rapids. I think I've been down this way before. Oh yeah, I totally have. And I could start infiltrating the Slith Castle right now, but I'm not going to just yet. Aw, no screaming in this version. Haha. There's a large stone crypt in the wall here. Or a stone crypt door. The image of a mighty, spear-bearing Slith has been carved into it. You think you might be able to get the door open. You open the door and find, unsurprisingly, that this is a crypt of two important dead Sliths. A mated pair of Sliths lie inside the crypt, on matched biers. The male has nothing but burial wrappings. The female, on the other hand, is wearing an intricately made copper necklace. Why not indulge in a little grave robbing? Because that gets us 2 Slith avatars and a few serpents. Waterfall Warren PTSD. I keep forgetting just how few targets I get with Divine Fire. Still does enough damage to be worth it. Okay, so the serpents are basically trash. The Slith avatars are undead and very powerful. Actually, right about now, I'm kind of missing my, scry enemy spell. No goodies dropped. Now, who's got the necklace? Jay does. It is a shielding charm. Okay, then. Could potentially use that. Here. Shielding charm provides magical protection from magic. How magical. weird that I kind of missed the screaming? What I really should do is go and sell off some of these weapons I've been looting. That way I will have inventory space to loot more weapons. I can buy regular lockpicks here. Not great, but not bad as a backup. Hey, Garnet. It's a garnet. It's a cat. Garnet, please be careful with my headphone cord. Hello, Drake. Huh, that's an interesting little hut on a landmass there. Oh, I need to rearrange my headphone cording here. And sorry about that microphone bonk. Issues that arise when you have 2 gamers and a cat in a household. Anyway, this thing can probably be reached from somewhere else. Not there, apparently. That's an beast. I thought for sure. Unless there's a secret passage directly off the water somewhere? Huh. I don't remember how to get in there. Maybe it's just there to taunt me. We've got Nepharim and my first cave giants in this run. Oh, I do so hate when my enemies drink potions. Ow. Strength potion on a giant feels kinda extra there. Unless it was a Nephar that was carrying the strength potion. here. So I want to do some basic exploring around here, and there are two main things of interest that I want to be looking for up north. One is Greymold, and one is the Orb of Thralny. The obelisk is covered with pictographs, mostly of waterfalls. Who remembers what's in this direction? You find the crumbled ruins of an old stone building, perhaps 50 years old. There are a wide variety of statues in and around it, all of humans with horrified expressions. They're excellent statues, incredibly detailed. What's more, perhaps to add realism, one of the statues still wears a beautiful gold ring. As you take the ring, your knowledge of cave lore makes you realize what these statues are. They're people, turned to stone by basilisks. You run from the ruins, taking the ring with you before the creatures return. When you're a safe distance away, you look back at the ruins. You think that you see some lizards moving among the statues. You got away safely. Aw. I get a new bit of dialogue, but no experience for fighting basilisks. I suppose if I really want to, I can see if these things are basilisks. No, just giant lizards and a slith. Hardly worth fire blasting. Oh, thanks, MD Mister. Interesting. There's a small slith village here. There's about a dozen of them. They're somewhat poor and scrawny group, but they're well armed. They haven't noticed you. You can approach them in a violent or non-violent manner. If I choose non-violence... Surprisingly, the sliths don't attack when they see you. They must be part of the faction that's friendly to humans. Unfortunately, they don't speak any language you understand. However, when they start to pull out their goods, you understand what they want. You can trade with them if you want. Amazing. Ooh, drakeskin sandals. That's sort of good. You have gray mold! I will take some gray mold. I will also take some mandrake. And some toadstools, why not? And you can make better use of this slith spear than I can. Regular boots, drakeskin boots. Actually, do the drakeskin sandals have that much of a benefit over boots? Yes. Even if they're not fireproof. So how about that? A group of friendly sliths. The large friendly village is actually a little bit southwest from here, next to Blosk and Fort Emerald. Okay, so... there's exploring and important stuff I can do. There's also more sliths I can kill. Hi there. Sliths aren't much for building walls and buildings. This underground fort was almost undoubtedly of human construction. Then the savage slith Zerikai took it from them, probably violently. This might be an ordinary Slith military installation, but there's something else here too. Something strange and alien. You can smell sulfur in the air, and there's an oppressive feeling of something evil in the air. You don't have time to think about it, though, because all of the Sliths here intend to kill you right away. Good luck with that. Okay, sometimes archery is good. Too many items. Unidentified necklace. Interesting. Inventory limits in this game are sometimes annoying. Still better than Exile Escape from the Pit, though. Desk is full of garbage. Okay, fine. I guess I can't stack items if my inventory is full. Time to split up, gang. Maybe I should train Esme in a level of priest spells, just so that she can also cast Battle Rage and Shielding. Oh yeah, Battle Rage level 3 does haste. Forgot that. Since they're free. Oh, right. Can't. Porphyr jug. This box contains some worthless scraps of shredded paper, some yellowed teeth, and an onyx key. I'm pretty sure I already have an onyx key. Oh my goodness, thank you, MD Mister. It's my first super chat! Yay! Anyway, yes, onyx key. I have 2 of them now. It's about 3 inches long, and lizards are carved along its shaft. Not expecting anything exciting in the rest of these chests. Okay, Githa needs to move some of her loot over to someone else. There are herbs over on this patch of land. Fair. Sometimes doing battle that way is a little faster. Probably helps to have a stronger fighter up front. Oh goody, a trash pit. And a gate I can't open. Surely that's not all there is to this place. I think it may be time to start looking for some secret passages. I know they're here. Somewhere. I will cast Farsight if I have to. Haha, here's something. Hi, am I interrupting something? Gosh, I don't think they liked that. Well, now the summons are just annoying. Way to go, Esme. I'm really impressed at how many 15-pound spears some of my characters can carry. Ooh, invulnerability potion. I have haste potions, I'm really not using them much. So these sliths appear to be interested in summoning demons from the netherworld. And possibly a bit of humanoid sacrifice. Tib is not receiving enough. What now? Excuse me just a moment, I'm receiving an error message from the YouTube. Alright. Well, it says my stream status is good at the moment rather than poor, so should be okay for now. Is this lock pickable? It is. Huh. Seems to be a dead spellcaster in here. I wonder why. Oh, a rune on the floor. That's always a good sign. And much as with the original version of this in Exile, this dungeon is riddled with secret passages. This tiny hidden room is filled with shelves of ancient leather scrolls. Cursory examination reveals that they are not of human make. The language and way of writing are far too alien. They must have been made by the Sliths many years ago. Their meaning is entirely alien to you. There are many pictograms on them, of what are clearly a wide variety of demons. And also a scroll of summoned shade that I could use if I wanted. And a scroll of spray acid. I haven't really used spray acid very much. I think I used it against the drakes that one time last stream. And that's how we get to here. And pick up any spiritual herbs that I might want. I can't imagine the Sliths actually come back here that often with all the cave slimes. Seems to be a dead end there. Really, just a whole bunch of dead ends. I mean, I can still explore down here, I'm sure there's more up here. Hi. Ooh, you could have been quite scary several levels ago. Oh yeah, fire's gonna have no effect on him. And I used the web spell, so demon must clean webs, and he is now dead. Okay, there must be a bit more in here that I'm missing. There it is. Bleh. Githa does have the basic necklace, doesn't she? Basic charm. Yeah, that's kind of coming in pretty handy right now. Ooh, chunk of amber. Okay, unfriendly ghost. And zappy floor. And even more with the zapping. Okay, apparently nothing in the body. Unidentified dagger. It's probably cursed. But I'm gonna take it anyway. Was that worth all the damage? Probably not. Multiple slimes. That calls for multiple fighters. Oh, gah. Yeah, see, Esme took damage from acid. Githa did not. Let's have Esme not die, please. I said not die. Don't I have healing at level 3? No, just level 2. Still not open. Haha. The smell of brimstone is particularly thick in the air back here. The sliths are using this fortress to perform strange rituals, and most of them have been happening back here. Whatever they have cooped up in here must be very dangerous. Seems like a good time for some healing and buffing. And saving. Surprisingly, I can pick the lock regularly. You hear a battle going on in the laboratory ahead. It sounds like one of the experiments got out of hand. Ooh, fun. Maybe I should just let the Sliths and Demon duke it out for a minute. But that would be really slow. Oh, thanks, Demon, for taking care of all the trash summons for me. Yeah, it would just be unbearably slow to let the Sliths and Demon fight among themselves. Oh, you thought. Well, the Sliths are dead, the Demon's still standing. Silly fire immunity. Immune to fire, not immune to a good stab in the face. Now, do these shelves have anything good? Someone somewhere, I think, will pay for sheets of papyrus paper, but I don't remember if it's even in this game, or one of the other Avernums. And sounds like someone wants her dinner pretty soon. Okay, just one demon over here. Ugh, 3 damage. Ah, Demon, you just gave me a good excuse to use lightning spray. Gold, aka Adventurer Bait. And Wand of Koronos, we know what that does. If we were listening to Leith and Blosk anyway. Rod of Arcana, that sounds interesting. This item affects how many spell points you have. Ooh. So I believe that can refill my spell points. Very cool. Potentially rather useful right now. I will come back to that. Ow. Fiery touch. Ooh, steel arrows. Right, with the inventory too much-ing. Okay, so about this tome. On the pedestal is a tome made by humans, which the demon must have been guarding. The runes on the cover reveal that the book must be one of great power. Unfortunately, it is chained to the pedestal with heavy chains. I don't have the best feeling about this one, so I'm going to save first. Ooh, but it teaches Sanctuary level 3. Okay then. Maybe I'll try using Sanctuary again at some point. Nothing in the desk. And a few herbs in the bedside chest. Okay, that looks like we've discovered everything here that can be found. There's got to be a way to open this. I don't know where. Maybe not. Fine, I'll take the long way around. Okay, maybe once again, the gate is just here to taunt. Oh, Geetha's charmed. That's not great. Oh, Unshackle Mind level 1 did not work. Fortunately, Geetha hits but does no damage to Jay. I'm okay with that result. Okay, you need to stop. Darn it. Okay, maybe you are worth an energy potion because I see another Slith spellcaster there. Do I have an energy potion? I have one. Dang it, Geetha, snap out of it. Wand of Koronos, yeah, that's not a good idea. Finally. That's actually kind of a lot of you. Kind of a lot of spellcasters. Phew. Don't you hate when reinforcements come in? So, still haven't gotten the Grey Mold, still haven't found the Orb of Thralny. They're pretty close. There's also this intriguing little spot over here. But I think I'm going to save that for next time. It's getting close to time for me to start on dinner for the household, including Cat. So I think I'm going to save and cut the stream here. Start off next time with going back to Fort Dranlon and selling off my loot again. So thanks everyone for coming in, and see you next time. Have a good one, everybody.